There is nothing quite like a good game of MetaZoo. I was once getting a foot massage while eating my favorite ice cream, and then I got a text from this girl I liked, and she was like, hey, and meanwhile, the Amazon delivery guy rolls up with my new PlayStation 5, and that was almost like a good game of MetaZoo. Now, you have learned a lot from these labs, so let's throw it all together and apply it to real-world situations. I am sure your math teacher will love this plan. Here's the setup. You have chosen Earth and to play as Javier. Javier is a champ. He's got influence for days, and he's got allies. He's teaming up with Air because Air has got the moves. No, really, Air likes to move stuff around. Air has also got some decent creature shatter and strategy cards like Burst of Wind. So to set up for 2 colors, you need a starter Terra from each color in your deck. We're gonna throw out Claustral Canyon because it has big creature vibes, and River Bluffs Mural because, as we'll find out, I sometimes make very bad decisions. So here we are at turn 1, already got our 5 cards in hand and an aura in the zone. Round 1. We go through the phases from the top and draw a card from the main deck, then drop a second Earth aura in the zone. Now, it's action time. Javier won the die roll and is going first. A quick tap of an Earth aura and that spry little Ghost Deer goes bounding into a middle lane. Ghost Deer has an on-play effect, Discover 5. That means we look at the top 5 cards of our deck, select a card that meets the criteria, and then show that card to our opponent. It's a hit. We find a Pukwudgie Homeland Protector, and while a piece of equipment might be nice later, you really need to get creatures down early, so easy pick here. Looking at our opponent for the first time, Nia and Team Fire are up, and it looks like they have chosen Lightning as an ally because in addition to Hanging Hills Terra, they also put out Rolling Thunder, which is definitely more zappy than Bernie. Nia quickly proves that diplomacy is not really her thing. Her first action is to fire a warning shot straight into Ghost Deer. Ghost Deer takes 2 damage, which is more than the 1 it should take to defeat it. It's a shrewd move since Ghost Deer was going to score 2 points if left in action to declare the mission. Javier has no more 1-cost cards, so this seems like a good time to show off aura trading. As an action, pay an aura of any color in your zone, then choose one of your aura and trade it out for your allied aura type. If the aura you took out was tapped, the replacement comes in tapped. If the aura you took out was untapped, the replacement will come into the zone untapped. Easy peasy. And now, Javier has access to spend aura to cast air cards. He will need to spend at least 1 air aura on any air card he casts. Nia is such a copycat, she does the same thing, trading fire for lightning. The board is empty, so players quickly declare missions back and forth, each lane scoring 0 points, since they all tie at 0. Round 2. Switch priority player, draw 1, untap all Terras and auras, put another in the zone, and it's back to action time. Action time, action time, action time. Nia is now in the driver's seat first. She wastes no time. 2 fire auras spent, and Giant Salamander crawls over to the bluffs. We cast Pukwudgie to the lane, which says that we may duel another creature in the lane. In a duel, 2 creatures deal damage equal to their influence to each other. If it is enough to meet or exceed the creature's influence, then that creature is put into the discard like any other damage. Undaunted by this setback, Nia employs Third Eye Man to hold down Hanging Hills. With only 1 untapped aura for Javier, looks like Third Eye is going to stick around. I mean, who could have seen that coming? So we've mostly been ignoring the Terras because they haven't been doing anything, but that's about to change. Javier declares River Bluff mission, and its effect happens. Nia has no equipment in the lane and is down to 4 cards in hand. Javier is not. So Nia will draw a card off the Terra we put out, and Javier will not. Oops. Nia declares the hills and puts 2 points on the board for Team Fire and Lightning. The other lanes are closed out without much fanfare. We jumped over round 3 and into the round 4 action, so now Nia is again going first, and the board looks a little bit more filled out. She wastes no time, tapping all 5 aura and playing Lizard People to the far left lane. Javier's action now, and this round we have low-cost cards and some options. Lizard People has a tap ability that can quickly get out of control, putting a spark token in each lane with a friendly creature. We can't stop that directly, but we can try and stop them indirectly with a 1-2 punch. Javier casts Do a Barrel Roll, and this moves Lizard People over to the Rolling Thunder lane. This takes a bit of the sting out of Lizard People tapping for tokens, because now there is 1 less lane with friendly creatures in it that he could get tokens from. Nia opts instead to take points in the hills by declaring the mission there. Skipping Lizard's activation for the points means that there is no time like the present for Javier to enact his punch part 2. He plays face-to-face, and now that Lizard People is in the same lane as his biggest creature, he makes them duel. This fight deals 5 damage to Lizard People, and only 4 coming back from Lizard People to Pamela. Lizard gives up the ghost, and with Nia tapped out in the aura zone, Pamela is safe from any more damage, so it will clear at the end of the round. Nia is a bit put out by this brilliant double play, but she makes up for it. She declares River Bluffs and draws a card. Again, and with 6 cards in hand, we do not. Again. We pick up a point as Pamela ekes out a win in the far right lane. Nia closes the empty lane, and we take it from the top. Round 5. Priority to Earth player, draw a card, add an aura, and it's action time. 6 aura is a tempting time for Javier. He is big, like real big, and we can cast him for 6. But if we can patiently wait for 8 aura, he is free. So we resist temptation and assess our options. Pukwudgie, the Homeland Protector, has way too long a name. But for such a long name, he keeps having a very short life. After paying 2 aura, he goes toe-to-toe with Third Eye Man, and in a deja vu, he trades damage and they both go to the discard. Nia decides it's time to bring some beefier creatures out of the reserves, so she storms out Bringstormer. No, strike that, reverse it. She brings out Stormbringer. We don't have any big creatures that cost 4 or less, but we do have the Humble Snipe. We set Snipe in the lane with Stormy for 2, making it a contested lane. Nia puts another solid body in the next lane over with Lava Bear. Javier declares the contested lane at Hanging Hills. Nia gets the point. Nia declares Lava Bear's uncontested lane for another 2 points. Javier deja vus again and does a barrel roll, this time sending Lava Bear to the same lane as Stormbringer. Nia smiles and closes River Bluffs, again drawing her a card, and again, not us. That is 3 cards our opponent has drawn off of our starting Terra, starting to think maybe we should have chosen a different one. Javier consoles himself with a gain of 1 off of the contested Rolling Thunder lane, ending the round. Round 6, action time. Nia is in pole position, and her first move is to put Thunderous Feather in the Rolling Thunder lane. We haven't talked much about this Terra, but its ability will trigger here, adding a spark token to Nia's side. Javier shrugs and goes for some bigger game. He pays 5 to put Bat Squatch in the left lane, threatening to take the lane uncontested. Nia makes a similar move, putting Lava Bear in the River Bluffs for 3. Javier sees Nia might still be able to make a play with her 2 untapped aura, and declares the left lane for 2 points. Nia smiles and once again draws a card off the bluffs as she declares the mission for 2 points. Javier, down on the scoreboard and emotionally, seeks solace in an airdrop. This is a Discover 5 strategy that searches for an air card, plus draws you an extra card after. There are a couple good choices here. You could grab another airdrop, but Hodag on the Charge and Burst of Wind are both high-quality cards to consider, and this is where Javier has a moment of clarity. Nia is just waiting for a juicy target so she can put herself in play and deal 7 damage to something important. Hodag is just that sort of target. His Soar ability allows a winning lane to score as if it was uncontested, which can add up quickly. Also, Javier's hand is full of high-cost cards already, so it seems what Javier really needs is more ways to play cheap cards and remove his opponent's threats like the Lava Bear. So instead, he takes the Burst of Wind, a versatile creature clubber, setting up for a spicy next round. Nia pays 2 and places a giant salamander to reduce the gains next round in the left lane. Then each player declares one of the remaining lanes, both in Nia's favor, where she gains 1 point from each. Round 7. Nia has pulled ahead by a significant margin, but the game isn't over. Javier is poised to make huge plays this turn, and he has priority. He starts by clearing Lava Bear off the River Bluffs lane with Burst of Wind. Nia makes her play. She drops into the River Bluffs lane and fires 7 damage at Pamela in another lane, giving her uncontested threats in 2 lanes. Javier can't stop both at once, but he can certainly make this tricky for Nia. He uses his ability to cast himself for free as long as there is 8 aura in his aura zone and faces off against Nia, only he is bigger. Nia's answer is to snag 2 points by declaring the uncontested lane beside her. Javier smiles. This just got bad for Nia. He uses his aura enhancement and puts an aura in his lane. Nia is outmaneuvered. The destruction effect of aura enhancements means she will have to shatter a creature in the lane when she loses the bluffs to Javier, and she is the only creature there. She closes the hills, unable to cast anything else, and gains a point. Javier is in no hurry. He plays Bat Squatch with his 5 remaining aura to Rolling Thunder, and chooses not to take the Spark token. This is because Bat Squatch has the most power when alone in a lane, and the Spark token would actually lower the total influence. Nia declares the left lane and gives Javier a point, not wanting to face the music. And finally, Javier closes the bluffs, gaining 1 point and shattering Nia. Casters, when removed from play for any reason, go back to the caster zone face down. Their time is over. So in a dramatic turn, Team Earth, while still behind, ends the round with control of 3 of the 4 lanes, and finally, Earth gets to draw a card from its river bluffs, and Fire, with 5 cards in hand, does not. The game is far from over. Earth might be staging a comeback, or be just one Blighted Embers strategy card away from disaster, which is kind of how my friends describe my love life. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed the journey of learning to play MetaZoo. We have so much more to share, but for now, grab your deck, and we'll see you at the tables.